This is going to be my very first ASMR video. I watch them all the time, and I really, really love watching them. And I figured that I would do one of my own, so I hope that you enjoy it, and that if I mess up a little bit, you'll be kind of patient with me. So the first thing I'm gonna do is start with a blank face, and I'm gonna use my moisturizer, Neutrogena Deep Moisture. I really, really love this moisturizer because it's lightweight and it has SPF, and it just does a really good job. And it's just really, really lightweight, so I like that. So I'm just gonna put that all over my face and put a little bit more on my cheeks because they have a tendency to get a little bit dry. I have pretty dry skin, so I have to make sure it's all moisturized before I put my foundation on, or else sometimes it can start to look a little bit cakey. Okay, so I had to put a cough drop in my mouth, so I hope some of you like the clicking noises, but anyway, so now I'm going to be using my Neutrogena Anti-Wrinkle Under Eye Treatment. I just put a little tiny bit on my ring finger, if it'll ever come out of the tube, okay, like about that much, and I just put it underneath my eye, and I try to dot it really gently with my ring finger because I feel like that finger puts the least amount of pressure on my face, and I try to be gentle with that under eye area. So I really feel like this under eye treatment really helps kind of with the fine lines under my eyes. Kind of helps to fill some of that in and just make my eyes look younger looking, and that helps my makeup to go on better. I also kind of put some between my eyes and stuff just because I have a few lines there from grinning and stuff, so then I try to let that dry for a second before putting anything else on because it does stay wet for just a second. Okay, this is my Benefit Girl Meets Pearl, and it's basically kind of like a highlighting product. You can use it as a cheek highlight, but I like to just put it all over my face underneath matte foundations, and it turns a long-wearing matte foundation into more of a long-wearing dewy finish kind of foundation. It just kind of shines through and illuminates my face a little bit. So, and since I mentioned I have dry skin, I kind of like to have my face look a little bit more fresh-faced and not so dry. So I just put that everywhere, right on top of the foundation. Excuse me, the moisturizer, not the foundation. And okay, now I am gonna get my foundation, which is the Revlon Colorstay for normal to dry skin. It's in 150 Buff. I really like this foundation because it's got a yellow tint to it, which helps to cover up the red in my face and neutralize some of that red. And I like it because it's very, very long wearing, but you have to be careful with it because it really can turn into cake face very quickly. So I take just a little bit on my finger, and I dot it on my cheeks first, then on my nose, my upper lip, my chin, and then my forehead. And sometimes I'll take what's left and put it, down my neck a little bit, just like that. So then wipe off my fingers because they get messy. So once that's done, I'm gonna take a Real Technique Techniques face brush. Let me see if I can figure out what it's called. That's the wrong brush. Okay. I'm using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to buff that foundation into my skin. This brush is really dense but soft at the same time, and I really like how well it blends my foundation into my skin. So right on my cheeks, I usually dot first to spread the product around, and then I will kind of do circular motions with my brush to make sure everything's blended and that there's no like blotches of foundation. And I think that like patting my cheeks and stuff after I've buffed everything in just kind of ensures that there are no brush strokes or anything showing up in my foundation. So that's kind of the purpose of that. So I go around my chin, all around the bottom of my face so that I don't have any lines on the, my jawline. And then I'll put a little bit on my eyelids. I can't do that with a foundation that's got a more dewy finish, but since this is such a matte foundation, I can put it on my eyelids and it'll be fine. It won't, it'll help even out my skin tone on my eyelids, and won't make my eyeshadow any less long wearing. So then I'll go up near my hairline and make sure that all of the foundation is blended around my hairline. I know this can look like kind of a long process, but it's really important to make sure it's all blended in, especially with a foundation like this that can get a little bit cakey. So there's what things look like after that, and you can really tell how much of a difference that Girl Meets Pearl makes. Okay, so this is my Rimmel Match Perfection in Light. It's actually number 230, Fair to Light. And I just squeeze a little bit up into that brush applicator, like that. It can be hard sometimes. And then I put it underneath my eyes, kind of a triangle on my cheek, so it'll take care of concealing the under eye, dark places under my eyes, and it'll highlight my cheeks also at the same time, and bring more light to my face. So along highlighting lines also, I'll put some along the bridge of my nose, on my upper lip, my chin, and a little bit on my forehead. Okay, so to blend this in, I'm going to grab a foundation brush. It's just the standard foundation brush. It came with some no brand kit that I got a long time ago. So I'll use this foundation brush to just pat in the concealer everywhere that I've got it, to make sure that that's blended. And I try to take it right up underneath my eyelid, right up to the lower lid. And you have to be pretty gentle because that part of your eye is very gentle, or is very delicate rather. Okay, so then I make sure it's all patted into my cheeks and that around my nose there's no excess product. And usually after I do that with the brush, I'll take my ring finger again and just pat it, just to make sure that there's no product settling into fine lines around my eyes. brush and swirl it around like that, and then apply it to my face in circular motions. This powder will set my foundation and make sure it's not going to go anywhere. So, by the way, I'm not like, obviously, I'm not a makeup artist or a professional by any means at applying makeup, but I love watching makeup tutorials on YouTube because I don't know, I find them so relaxing. And so anyway, that's why I'm gonna do this. I hope you guys enjoy it. And by the way, if you see me talking, it's because my son is kind of running around in the background. That's why this is a narrated video and not a video with audio. So now I've got all of that powder applied, and that powder has a tiny bit of shimmer to it, so it gives more illumination. Okay, so this is a MAC blush in Peaches is the name of the blush. It's a really pretty peach color, obviously, like the name indicates. I am going to use my Real Techniques blush brush to apply that. So I'll just swirl it around, tap off the excess, and apply it to the apples of my cheeks. And I feel like this blush gives the cheeks a really healthy glow that like almost looks like a glow from within. Like maybe you just have flushed cheeks in the wintertime. It doesn't look unnatural or anything. So now we'll do the other cheek. Again, just swirling a little bit in the product, tapping the excess, and then putting it on the apples of my cheeks. And I also take it up toward the hairline a little bit. I have a shelf right in front of my desk where I'm grabbing stuff, which is why I keep getting all up in your face. Okay, now I'm gonna do my contour and my bronzing. I'm gonna be using Hoola by Benefit. And Hoola is a really good bronzer and contour color. I like it because it's a good color for us fair people. I can't have anything too dark or orange or it makes me look like an Oompa Loompa, so I'm just gonna kind of suck in my cheeks a little bit and place that in the hollows of my cheeks and along my jawline and along my temples and my forehead where it meets my hairline. Just kind of in the places where you would naturally have shadows. So I realize like along my cheeks it looks a little scary right now. But we will be blending it out in a second and it will look more normal. So I do apply that down my neck a little bit and along the sides of my nose just a tiny bit with whatever's left on the brush. Now I'm going to be grabbing another brush. Oh, never mind. I guess I'm going to go in and get some more product. There you go. So it's all contoured now. Now I'm going to highlight the tops of my cheeks and my nose, lip, chin, and forehead. And I'm going to be using my highlight powder from Wet n Wild Fergie. It's from the Center Stage collection. It's called To Reflect Shimmer Palette. Anyway, I'm just going to use my finger to show you what that looks like. It's a really pretty, like, peachy gold highlight color. Very natural looking, I think. So I'm going to be using a stippling brush that is from e.l.f., I believe. Yep. And I'm just going to kind of swirl that around in the product and then take it right on the tops of my cheekbones. I think it gives a really nice highlight where the sun would naturally hit. Okay, so I'll put it on my nose also, my forehead, my lip, and my chin, just a little bit with whatever's left on the brush. So now I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush. It is a duo fiber face brush. It's a little bit dirty. I need to wash that, obviously. Okay, now I'm going to swirl this around on my cheeks to blend the contour color into the blush and blend the highlight and just make sure that there aren't any harsh lines and that everything goes together. So that's done, and now the face is done. I'm going to move on to the eyebrows. I used to not fill in my eyebrows, but I started doing it at some point, and now I feel like almost naked if my eyebrows are not filled in. Because they're kind of this like super cool tone brown color, and with the warmness of my hair, and then once my makeup's done, they almost look gray to me or something. So anyway, I'm going to use my MAC Eyebrow Pencil in brunette. I love this pencil, seriously. I used to use a Rimmel pencil, and then for a while I used a brow powder from, I think, e.l.f., and then I used a Bobbi Brown powder, and then I bought this, and nothing compares to this. So anyway, you just twist up the little handle there for a little bit of product. It's one of those twist up pencil things, and then I just line my brow. So to begin with, I'll kind of go along the top edge of my brow. And by the way, I think I get out of frame here. Sorry about that. But I'll kind of lightly line the top edge of my brow, and then the bottom edge of my brow, and then I'll kind of fill in the middle lightly and make sure I follow the tail out because it gets a little sparse out there. I'll follow the tail out and make sure it looks nice. So right now I'm making sure the arch of my eyebrow is defined and just finishing cleaning up that right brow. So there it is. I just really think that eyebrows frame your face, and especially when I do eye makeup, it just doesn't look complete without an eyebrow filled in. So now I'm doing my left eyebrow. This eyebrow is always my more problematic eyebrow. I don't feel like I'm a child of the 90s, so I was into the plucking and all of that, and my poor eyebrows have never quite recovered, so I kind of have to artificially give myself an arch on the left one, which is what I'm working on now. Trying to make sure I have an arch and that it looks natural, at least as natural as possible. So usually it takes me a little bit longer on the left than the right, but that's okay. So same thing on this brow. I'm just gonna line the bottom edge and then line the top edge and fill in the middle and work on the tail. So that is the brows. Checking them out just to make sure. Oh, no. Gotta clean up the center line there. I also have some hair, like hairs that go all janky and start poking out in weird directions, so I gotta put them back where they are sometimes to be able to see what I'm doing. Or put them back where they're supposed to be, rather. So, okay, now I'm gonna take a spoolie that's just on the end of a brush that I got in a kit from Costco like 8 years ago or something. And I'm going to use that to brush out my brows and just make sure that everything's in place and that they look good. So, there we go. I have to remind myself that they're supposed to be sisters, not twins. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to use, for my eyeshadow primer, Benefits Stay Don't Stray. I got this for Christmas from my sister in a kit. It's called I think it's Goodies A Go Go, and it had 4 eyeshadows and a mascara and this eyeshadow primer, and it's pretty good. I like it. So I'm gonna use my ring finger again to smooth that out. Make sure it's everywhere on my lid. It kind of has like a mattifying and like color evening effect on my eyelids, which I like. So it gives you a smooth base and a good base color to work with. So that's that. Oh, here we go for the big close-up. Whoa. Okay, so now I've watched like 1,000 makeup tutorials, and I never realized until filming this just how difficult it is to keep your eye in the frame. So if I'm driving you guys insane with being all fidgety, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully if I keep filming these, I'll keep getting better at them. So I think we're going to go with the 2-eye approach for now. So I'm going to be using this long comb single shadow in Latte Matte. It's a matte shadow, and it says it's matte, but I think it has a little tiny bit of shimmer in it, really, so, but it's basically matte. So I'm going to use this brush. It is from Urban Decay, and it came in my Naked 2 palette. So I'm going to be tapping that into the eyeshadow and putting that all over the lid, everywhere, all the way from the lid up to the eyebrow. And I just kind of poked myself in the eye. I'm telling you, filming this is, filming eyeshadow is harder than it looks. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same thing to the other eye. Sorry. And what that does is it'll give me a really nice, like non-sticky, powdery base coat, so that when I'm putting other shadows on the top, they'll blend really easily. And I've really had to learn over the years what kinds of eyeshadow looks look good on me, because wow, totally out of frame there. Sorry about that, guys. Because I have hooded eyes. I'm using, by the way, a Real Techniques angled eye brush. shadow as my crease slash transition color. Okay, so as I was saying, I kind of have hooded eyes, meaning that the top, like the crease of my eyelid, folds down quite a bit onto the lid of my eye, which means that I don't have, I kind of have a small eyelid space to work with, and I usually have to take my crease color up pretty high because once my eye is open and everything, I lose a lot of the color. So over the years, I've learned how to put this on to where when I'm just looking regular with my eyes open, it still looks pretty good, I think. So hopefully you think so too. So I'm just tapping that fluffy angled brush into Soft Brown by MAC and putting that into my crease. And I'm taking it up, like I mentioned, farther than my crease, up toward the brow. And because I put down that Lancome shadow underneath it, the matte cream color, it's really blending super easily. So that's nice. By the way, I hope the lighting is okay. You guys let me know what you think. That's challenging to find the right lighting. Okay, so this is Maybelline Stylish Smokes in 225S, made for Mocha. It's a single eyeshadow by Maybelline, and I'm going to take that same exact brush and I'm going to put that toward the outer part of my eye. So, Soft Brown was a very, soft brown color. Made for Mocha is a much deeper brown. So, sorry about that focus there. Okay, so I'm going to put that in the outer part of my crease, and I'm going to kind of bring it down onto the eyelid and form like a little bit of an outer corner triangle thing over there. That just adds definition and shape to the eye. And then, once I get that right where I want it, then I'll blend it up a little bit more in a second here so that it's not so harsh over there. So now I'm going to do the same thing to the left eye. And again, I'm using the same exact brush I used for the first brown color. Same thing, so I'm going to take it on the crease and swoop it down onto the outer part of my eye. And then I'll come back to the side and kind of swoop it up more because I didn't get that right the first go round. And, you just kind of have to keep playing around with it till you get the colors right where you want and you get your eyes even. So, again, those greasy eyebrows trying to fall down on me. So, sorry about being out of frame. Okay, so now I'm going to be using another Lancome shadow. This one is called Kitten Heel, and it's a really pretty, like peachy pink, shimmery color. I really don't. By the way, I'm using a Real Techniques eyeshadow brush. I forgot to show you guys. Sorry about that. Anyway, so it's a shimmery apricot kind of color. Very pretty on the eyelid. It doesn't have like a huge amount of color payoff to it. brush and tapping it off just a tiny bit, and then patting that onto my eyelid. And I'm keeping it just on the eyelid, not taking it up into the crease or anything. So I'm going to go back in with that color Made from Mocha, and I'm going to be taking a long comb angled brush. It's kind of a thicker angled brush, and I'm going to tap that into the color, then tap off the excess, and then I'll use that to put some color under my lower lash line. Just put a dab of brown down there to kind of bring in the shadow and the color from the upper eye to the lower eye. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. So I think that just kind of, I like to bring my shadow down under my eyes a little bit. Nothing crazy or heavy, but just a little bit of light color. I like it. So now I'm going to go back in with that Real Techniques blending brush and use it to remove fallout. When I put the eyeshadow on, some of it falls down into my cheek, so I'll just sweep that off with that brush. Now I'm gonna go in with a nude colored eyeliner. This is from Rimmel, and I don't know what that was about. Anyway, this is from Rimmel, and it is Skin to Eyes Waterproof Eye Kohl, and it is in the color Nude 005. And I'm going to put this in my waterline. And what it does, I think, is just make me, it kind of wakes up your eyes and makes them look very fresh and youthful. I really like using nude eyeliner, and I never really done that before, maybe a year or two ago, but I like the way it makes my eyes look, so now I'm going to do that to the other eye, and try to video myself and look in the mirror and not poke myself in the eye at the same time, so there we go. That's the eyeliner on the lower eye. So, I don't know, just out of frame for a minute here, so sorry about that. Okay. So, now I'm going to be lining my upper lash line, and to do it I'm going to be using my NYX Gel Liner and Smudger. It's in the color brown, I think. Yeah, brown. Now, this is dried out. I didn't realize that when I was opening it, and then once I started to use it, I felt like I just had to keep going, but it's dried. So, it's not going to have the best application ever, but anyway, to use it, I'm going to be using a Smashbox angled eyeliner brush to apply that. And I don't know, I always struggle with eyeliner, even when it's working for me. I don't know, it's just something weird about the angle no mirror, you're in the way. I think at some point here I realize it, and then I'm like, oops. Okay, so you can tell the difference even though it's dried out, but that gives some additional definition to the lash line. So now I'm going to go in and do the same thing to the other eye and try. Yeah, see, I'm struggling to hold the mirror and apply the liner, and wow, having problems. But anyway, hopefully you guys will forgive me my technical mix-ups here. While I'm figuring, while I'm on the learning curve. See, I took that up too high, but oh well, I'm gonna make it work. This, of course, is a much easier process when your eyeliner isn't like really, really dry. So here I go. I'm just gonna touch up the other eye to thicken up that line since I took the other one too high. And now I think I'm gonna call it a day with the eyeliner because that wasn't my best moment. Okay, so now I'm going to go in, I believe, with some, oh wait, I'm doing more. Oh, I'm going to go in with my MAC 219 brush. It's a pencil brush. I love that brush. And I'm going to go in and smudge out the eyeliner. So it takes an eyeliner that might have a little bit of a harsh look and it kind of blurs it out. So that, and in this case, like I took it up a little bit too high. I'm going to fix that a little bit by smudging it, blurring it out. I really like this brush because it really is small and helps you to get into little places. Okay, so now that that is done, I'm gonna go back in with that color, the latte color from Montclair, and I'm gonna use a tiny brush. I forgot to show you that one, but it's just a little brush that I bought at CVS, nothing fancy, and I'm gonna use that to put in my inner corner highlight. It just kind of lightens up the inside of your eye. It makes you look more awake. I like the way it looks. Lots of times I use a shimmery color, but I'm going to use a matte because my lid color is so shiny today. So now I'm going to use my MAC 224 brush, which is just a soft, fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to go in and blend everything together just to make sure that there are no harsh lines and that everything is even and blended. So there we go. I'm going to be using for my mascara Maybelline's The Rocket Volume Mascara. This is kind of new to me, and it's in black. This is kind of a new product to me, but I saw some of my favorite YouTubers using it, and I tried it, and I really ended up liking it. So $6 or $7. I really like the quality a lot. So I'm gonna go in on the lower lashes and just kind of flick those out a little bit. And I'll go back in with my wand again, knock off the excess, and do my other eye. Again, struggling with the camera angle and the mirror and all that stuff, so forgive me for the awkwardness. So, I'm just going to apply my mascara to that eye and try not to make too many terribly awkward faces like I am right now, I'm sure. And again, I'm going to go in and get the bottom lashes just to make sure that they don't just totally disappear into the look. So there you go, that's the eyeshadow. And I'm all done with the eyeshadow. Last thing left to do at this point is lips. Oh wait, nope. I guess I'm gonna rebrush my eyebrows again, which is a good idea because, like I said, they get a little crazy. So, there we go. So now I'm going to go back in with that Real Techniques brush just one more time and clean up any fallout. So now I'm gonna take you creepily far into my lips. And so I do not have a defined lip line like I'd like. I just don't. So I'm gonna use, wow, focus. Okay. I'm gonna use Rimmel's Exaggerate Lip Liner. This is in the color Addiction, and it's addictive. So this is I think everyone has one, but this is my lips but better color. So I'm gonna go in and line my lips, and it just gives my lips the bit of definition that they need, because particularly my upper lip, especially like once foundation starts bleeding over onto it and stuff, I don't know, I just feel like I wish I had a stronger definition to my lip line, but that's okay because that's why there's lip liner. So I'm gonna line my upper lip now, including highlighting my Cupid's bow, and I'm gonna take that down the other side. And I'm serious, I love this color. It was like, this is the best lip liner find of all time. And I have several other colors in the Rimmel Exaggerate line, and I love them all. It's great. I like the way the tip is shaped. It's very easy to apply, and the color lasts for a really long time. In fact, on this lip liner, I'm not going to do it today, but sometimes I just color my whole lip in with it, put on some gloss, and call it a day. So that's that. So for lipstick, I'm going to be using my MAC lipstick in the color, oh no, it's not MAC, never mind. This is going to be, I think it's Sugar Honey. Let me look and see if I can was. I'm gonna put it on. And lining my lips first makes that such a much easier process. Oh, it smells good. So, there we go. So, I'm going to zoom out now. Oh, wrong way. So, I'm going to zoom out, and there you go. That is the finished face look. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And thanks for sticking with me and being my guinea pigs for my ASMR.